Alrighty, let's try this one more time. For those that are in the chat, can you hear me? Let's make sure that we're good here, that we got all this stuff figured out. I don't want to lead y'all astray, and have there be any sort of difficulties here. Um, I am at the house, so you might hear. I mean, I hear it. I'm at the house, so you might hear some dogs barking. But it is what it is. So, I'll let everybody come in here, but look, guys, if you're just joining us and if you are curious why we're going live, um, I saw a few reports popping up about Conor McGregor. Now, let me just say, I'm going to read to you the statement from the Ultimate Fighting Championship. I'm going to read to you the news story that ESPN or The Athletic just put out. I think TMZ was the first. And then we're going to go into what the next steps are. Let me just say, I understand the history. We have covered it previously. It is not good. And I'll save my thoughts for the end. So, um, via ESPN and Mark Raimondi, friend of the show, Conor McGregor has been accused of sexually assaulting a woman during the NBA Finals last week in Miami. Now, a lot of people saw Conor McGregor going viral for something that he did at halftime. It was a stunt where he punched the Miami Heat's mascot, whose nickname is Burner. That was what we saw. And that is the reason that many people were seeing him trend on Twitter and whatnot. This was apparently that same night. The woman said McGregor, quote, violently forced himself on her inside a VIP men's bathroom. According to a letter sent to McGregor and his team, she said that McGregor, quote, aggressively kissed her before also attempting to force her into multiple sexual acts. The incident allegedly occurred during Game 4 of the finals. The woman accused the Heat and NBA security of aiding McGregor in the attack by separating her from her friend and forcing her into the bathroom. McGregor is 34. He denies all allegations. His attorney's name is Barbara Lannis. More. Lannis says McGregor will not be intimidated. And attorney Ariel Mitchell, who is representing the woman, wrote in the letter to McGregor that the woman immediately contacted law enforcement and her law firm after the alleged attack. The letter warned of possible litigation and called for McGregor to preserve all potential evidence. Mitchell also sent legal letters to the Heat and the NBA. Miami PD declined comment. McGregor was at the game as a guest of the NBA and the Heat, who were playing the Denver Nuggets. During halftime, McGregor took part in that skit where he punched the mascot. The mascot had to receive pain medication thereafter. The Heat and NBA both acknowledged the woman's allegations in the statements. The Miami Heat have said, quote, we are aware of the allegations and are conducting a full investigation. The NBA said it's working with the team. TMZ first reported on the allegations against McGregor. And here is the UFC statement, and then I'll get into what I have to say about this. It is very short, and it is two sentences. The UFC. The organization is aware of the recent allegations regarding Conor McGregor and will continue to gather additional details regarding the incident. UFC will allow the legal process to play out before making any additional statements. Very short. Not surprised. We usually do not see much, I suppose, um, from different organizations, specifically the UFC, because they hide behind the let the process play out, let the process play out. When when it comes to situations like this, specifically what McGregor is accused of doing, um, there is more than just we got to let the legal process play out. People want information. So, as I said, it happened during Game 4. And here's more via TMZ. The Miami PD says it is investigating. And here's my takeaway in all this. This has happened multiple times now with Conor McGregor, right? There have been multiple women over and over again. And here is my question for anyone who might be defending Conor McGregor over and over. Here's just what I ask. Why do they keep targeting Conor McGregor over and over and over again? Just keeps happening. Why? Why? There's one thing that I've learned from in covering stuff like this, and it is how there are reports of the woman saying she was separated from her friends. Security refused to let the woman exit or allow anyone else, including her friend, inside the bathroom, is another allegation. McGregor then allegedly emerged from inside of a handicap stall and shoved his tongue in the victim's mouth and aggressively kissed her, according to the accuser's lawyers. The letter, this is via Yahoo Sports, the letter also claims the woman was able to get McGregor away from her by claiming she had to urinate. This allegedly led to McGregor forcing her to engage in uh, oral. He is accused of then forcing her against the bathroom wall in an attempt to, you know what. The woman allegedly escaped by elbowing McGregor repeatedly. She left her purse and was forced to beg McGregor's security guards for it back. I suppose a simple question here is, considering that they are in the players only, you know, multi-millionaire accessible part of the arena, there has to be security cameras. There has to be security cameras. Now, this says it's in a bathroom. They're not there. But leading up to, is there any angle, and I guarantee her lawyers will subpoena those cameras, those security cameras? Do they point anywhere near the security guards are? Does it show her having a confrontation with the security guards where they would not allow her to get her purse back? There are so many questions here. McGregor, the NBA, and the Heat all reportedly received copies of the letter, which were sent following the woman's meeting with police. She is seeking settlements with all aforementioned parties. Um, just a day before the allegations surfaced, McGregor appeared on Live with Kelly and Mark, where he announced he is expecting his fourth child with fiance. She is still a fiance somehow, Dee Devlin. And he's currently working on The Ultimate Fighter. I'm trying to find more information. I know this is very, very new. Okay, so that's about all I got right now. Um, here's what I'll say. On the security wouldn't let her get her purse back, and she was separated from her friends, and then McGregor appears. Does everybody remember Ben Roethlisberger? So Ben Roethlisberger is a close confidant of Donald Trump. He is a Super Bowl winner with the Pittsburgh Steelers, you know, arguably the best quarterback in Steelers history. Many would say it was Terry Bradshaw. Nonetheless, these were the same tactics that were used in Roethlisberger trying to corner a woman while in a bar and not allowing the woman to leave. He had security by the door. It was like this preconceived plan in order to get away with it. Now, many would say, you're a rich athlete. Why do you have to do this? You would have to ask them. It is a damn shame that this is yet again what we are coming to with Conor McGregor, because it keeps happening over and over and over and over again. And I think we have seen a few different times, this is just my opinion, we have seen him get away with it. Because in situations like these, it's about protecting the bag. The Daily Mail has photos um, from what I guess this is what the woman wore. Um, yeah, she gave police clothes. I now have the lawyer's statement. Dear Mr. McGregor and Mr. Attar, this firm has been retained as litigation counsel to pursue all legal remedies against you, Mr. McGregor, for the sexual assault and battery that occurred after Game 4 of the NBA Finals on June 9th, 2023. Here's just one thing that I want to stay consistent on. Was it after or during? Because now I'm hearing different things. Upon information and belief, this firm believes you represent Mr. McGregor and as such submits its demand herein. So just to clarify what I just said, those were media reports. This is the actual lawyer statement. So if it was lost in translation with a reporter, a journalist, a multimedia outlet, it should be corrected. So this says it occurred after Game 4 of the NBA Finals. It has been well publicized that Mr. McGregor was an invited guest of the NBA in the Miami Heat at Game 4 of the Finals in Miami. Mr. McGregor participated in a skit to promote a new body spray, Tidal, Tidl, with the Miami Heat mascot Bernie, which ended with the mascot being hospitalized. Mr. McGregor's outrageous and offensive behavior towards one client cannot be construed as satire, as with the mascot, as in this instance, the victim was an unwilling participant in Mr. McGregor's criminal and illegal behavior. After the game and after Mr. McGregor sent the Miami Heat mascot Bernie to the hospital, Mr. McGregor elevated his aggressive, unprovoked, and outrageous behavior by violently sexually assaulting and battering this firm's client in the men's bathroom at the arena. Mr. McGregor, aided and abetted by the NBA and Miami Heat security, had the victim physically forced via security into the men's bathroom, separating her from her friend and trapping her inside with Mr. McGregor and his security guard. Once isolated and trapped in the VIP men's bathroom, security refused to let her exit or allow anyone else, including her friend, inside the bathroom. Mr. McGregor then appeared from inside the handicapped stall and shoved his tongue in the victim's mouth and aggressively kissed her. The victim was able to get Mr. McGregor to cease his assault by demanding he stop because she had to urinate. So some other stuff that I told you guys. Um, the victim pushed Mr. McGregor off her. I'm sorry. Let me go back. Um, When the victim attempted to urinate, Mr. McGregor, instead of giving her privacy to do so, pulled out his you know what and shoved it down the throat of the victim. The victim pushed Mr. McGregor off of her, and Mr. McGregor then spat on the victim and on his privates. Wow. So look, these are, I need to reiterate, these are allegations. Um, Obviously, we'll keep you posted, but this, I'm just confused how this keeps happening to Conor McGregor. I'm just confused. Over and over and over and over again. It's just odd. McGregor has retained Miami attorney Barbara Lanes, whose office gave a statement on his behalf. The allegations are false. Mr. McGregor will not be intimidated. His manager, who was mentioned by the attorney for the woman, Audie Attar of Paradigm Sports, huge marketing company, did not respond to requests for comment from Rolling Stone. McGregor previously was investigated for alleged essay in Ireland and Corsica, though he was never charged. Another woman sued him this year for an alleged assault on his yacht near Ibiza last July, but she dropped the case. In 2019, McGregor pled guilty to assaulting a man in a Dublin pub. That was on security camera. What happened was he was in Dublin. He said, let's get some proper number 12. Allegedly, the older gentleman said, I don't like it. And then he got punched in the face for it by McGregor. If you haven't seen it, it's on our YouTube page. Ariel Mitchell previously represented an anonymous pro dancer who accused Chris Brown of R word, but cut ties with the client in 2022 when her texts to Brown following the incident were leaked to the media. The suit was dropped in August. This is via Rolling Stone. Mitchell also represents a woman named Jahara Jeffries, who is suing singer Trey Songz over an alleged 2018 essay in Miami. An attorney representing Songs last year accused Mitchell of attempted witness tampering in the case. She has denied the allegation. Mitchell's letters to McGregor, the NBA, and the Heat were sent in anticipation of litigation, though with the intent to explore all reasonable settlement offers to resolve these claims before they escalate further. All right, let me get to your comments. It's just disappointing. Like I don't know how else to say it. They're allegations. We got to wait to see what happens. But you're allowed to be disappointed, okay? You're allowed to be disappointed because it's not good. It is horrible that this keeps happening over and over. Why can't I read y'all's comments? Where did they go? I'm looking for them. I know you guys see them, but with the mode that I'm using right now, for some reason I can't. Chat's disabled? What the hell? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Let me see if I could change that real quick. I don't know why that happened. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, I guess I'll just jet. I'm sorry that the comments were disabled. We had some microphone issues in the very beginning when we started this. We had to start over. But we will keep you posted. I'm sure I'll follow up on this tomorrow. Conor McGregor, serious allegations levied against him at the NBA Finals. This is at least 4 accusers now that have brought these allegations against him.